Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Rudy here with your yard service. Welcome back in the woodyard on another beautiful day, a mild day I should say, in December. Still snow on the ground, well, like a little teeny beeny, like a sugar coating, you want to say it. Hanging out here with a smoking solo stove. This is because of all the scraps I'm burning, so the solo stove is an awesome thing to have. Not really smokeless or smoke-free, as you can see, but this is because some of those scraps are just nasty and probably not so dry as they should be, whatever you put in your solo stove, to have like the real smokeless experience. Anyway, so as you have seen in the opening sequence, I've put those poplar logs away, like stashed them up nicely. So before that, you remember we had those nasty looking punky and halfway rotten spruce logs there, aspen and poplar that was. A big chunk of that stuff ended up here. Probably gonna burn it whenever I'm hanging around the solo stove here. Although this stuff is like punky and not really good firewood anymore, but still good enough to excuse me, I got a cough here. Still good enough to burn in the fire pit while I'm hanging out in the wood yard. So that's been cleaned up, and the place is taking those logs now that I've acquired earlier this fall. So because the ground is frozen till like April, they are good to sit on the ground for now. I'm not really worried about them getting punky. But next project up is those guys over there. That whole big row there. This is mostly elm and willow, I would say. So I'm kind of curious how the elm will split on the Wallenstein splitter, because it's supposed to be stringy. So this has been sitting there for a little too long for my liking. So we will see what kind of wood comes out of that. But I'm also very excited to get this split up. And hopefully when it's good quality wood, it's gonna end up for my hardwood sales, and which I'm, as you may know, a little short of this stack right there. That's all my hardwood that I have. There. Not really that much. Not even a cord. I got like 3 rows. Somewhat. See, like the 3rd row there is not even properly started there. So so I'm kind of like short on my hardwood mix. So I'm excited to add some more. Let me focus on my so I'm actually happy to add some more, splitting into this big row of elm and willow, that is. I think that is gonna keep me busy. Oh boy, probably at least till the weekend if I get in, like today is Tuesday. So before I split them, I have to move the splitter over here for efficiency. So I'm going to show you that. It's all muscle power, unfortunately. I'm looking into getting one of those fancy dolly cards or whatever they're called, or trailer cards. Trailer dolly. That's not the electric one. I have to watch. I'm not that fancy. I still got some muscle power here left that I can handle a manual operated trailer dolly. So I'm gonna pull around the splitter here to be closer to to be closer to those to that row of willow and elm. So let's do that first. So Houston, we have a problem. The key won't fit into the keyhole because as it's not covered up, all the debris has fallen into here, so blocking the keyhole. So I got the air hose here with the air compressor, trying to hoping to get this out here. Yeah, I mean, like, all the fine debris is settling in this keyhole over time and then slowly building it up, plus moisture probably making it solid then over time. So even the air hose may not be good enough. I don't know. Maybe a little wire? Maybe a little wire in here. I'm gonna try that. Stay tuned. So another day of success, because as mentioned yesterday, the wheel lock on the splitter was jammed up, so I couldn't unlock it. Tried all kinds of stuff. Last resort was the grinding of the lock itself, which did work surprisingly well and easy. Anyway, so, and as you've just seen, hopefully, because the battery was just on its way out too. Anyway, so the splitter has found a new home just a few meters away, and I've dragged it over closer to the stash that I'm gonna split next, which is, as mentioned before, elm and willow mostly. see how that elm will split. I've also moved the solo stove over, so we have a nice cozy fire going right next to the splitter. So we're gonna fire that one up, and because we have a slight slope, you see that little elevation. So I put a few boards under the wheel of the splitter, so we have like a level splitting surface. Also, which helps, like one of the two things I do not like about the Wallenstein splitter is the splitting height. You're always slightly bent over, and the other one is like the lack of a log lift. So I have to manually wrestle the rounds. Although typically like the log lift would be on this side, but that's where the tray is, which I find very useful. Anyway, so right now I put the logs on this side here, where normally the splits would kind of like exit the pathway of the splitter, but I use this to stage my rounds and then just put them into the wheelbarrow here. And if I have bigger rounds, I put them on this little tray there until I get to them. So yeah, so I put a few boards under the wheel right there to have like a level and an elevated working platform there on the splitter, because that's quite the number of rounds to chew through. So not sure how long that's going to take.